I am.
Mr. Lloyd, if you wish.
Yeah, I have a deep concern with, the barriers that we're putting up to people that need to carry for their jobs. I think of a friend of mine who is a forester working up in northern Alberta, and some of the helicopters that fly these people in are very, very small. You're not able to fit shotguns or long rifles in these helicopters with all the other equipment they have. And the inability to get a handgun, authorization to carry a handgun, has had deadly consequences. In the case of my friend, he was mauled by a bear and suffered traumatic brain injury from it. And clearly just putting up more barriers for people that are clearly need these for occupational safety is just not something that's acceptable to me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I just want to agree with what my colleague, Mr. Lloyd, said. I think this is an important point, and this underlines, I think, sometimes the urban-rural divide in the firearms debate. And understandably, people in urban centers, there are people in urban centers that are, of course, firearms owners and involved in sports shooting and things, or travel for that. But in rural areas, parts of my riding, this is a matter of necessary tools, right? And telling people that they cannot have tools they need to do their jobs that keep them safe in the context of their jobs, or making it this complex regulatory process for them to do it, doesn't make a lot of sense. So you have people from a different reality, because they don't understand or connect with that rural reality, saying, well, our association with these tools is that they are used for one purpose, without understanding or being empathetic at all for the experience of other people. And I find that troubling. I think what we should be trying to do as legislators is bridge these divides, is understand that an aspect of one person's experience might not be the same as an aspect of someone else's experience, that they may have different immediate needs or different uses for these kinds of products. And that's, I think that was well explained in the particulars by Mr. Lloyd. When I was younger, I spent some time tree planting, and in areas that were, I know that's hard for some of my colleagues to believe, but there was a time when I did physical labor and yet planted trees, and it was it's a different, just a different reality than being in the city. So I would hope that members of the government and others would have some sympathy for the points Mr. Lloyd has made, and the need to use firearms as tools in certain situations. So I'll leave it there. Thanks.
All right. Is there any further discussion on this clause? Seeing none.